Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. I figured I'd come in from this screen just so you could see the load-in screen for Ultima Thule. I actually hadn't seen it before, and it is pretty intense there. I totally recommend pausing it and looking at it. Okay, so last time we left off, Grahatia had done his pseudo-sacrifice. We know we're gonna get him back with the Emet-selch because the cat girl waifu told us and ruined all suspension of, all suspense. So. Well, you shouldn't be feeling bad about it. Like, the cat girl waifu literally told you like 10 minutes ago that it'd be fine. Okay, and they're gonna make this drag a little bit, because we're gonna start going up the crystalline path, but then like the twins are gonna stop us like 8 billion times, and talk about shit. To try to reapply a sense of suspense or sense of foreboding, can we really do this without everyone? And all that shit. But they already gave the zone these lyrics, so the sense of foreboding is, I don't know, fucking annihilated at this point. Not only did we have the cat girl waifu tell us that we could just bring everyone back to the Emet-selch, the song is way too hopeful now. There's no way we're gonna have anything rain on our parade at this point. It's actually why, like, Endwalker really falls flat for me. Is not only does the Elpis events shoot the plot in the back, but the game just goes ahead and starts tripping over itself, trying to rely on these incredibly impressive visuals the game stuttered. I don't like when the game stutters, especially while I'm recording. But well, hopefully it didn't screw up the recording, and if it did, well then we're fucked. So. Twins are following us now, and gotta run up this crystal path. We can't exactly see it on the map, but you can see there's a bajillion spots for us to talk to the twins at. Yeah, the silence, except for the guy singing in the background. Except we never really traveled together before this expansion. Like, I mean, Estinian and Alphino traveled together for all of Heavensward, but then Estinian was on his own for like 2 expansions, while we, with the Scions, we didn't exactly stay together for Endwalker either. Like, this is all like cheap emotional drivel to try to like drive up the stakes and drive up, the emotions of the sequence. It's not like I don't enjoy it. It's just, it's so empty. Hydaelyn didn't entrust us with shit. She tried to kill us. I feel like I missed one. Like there's one all the way down there somewhere. I'd be remiss if I didn't try to get it for the Let's Play, at the very least. But you can probably tell I am still salty. Salt doesn't end. Aw. Sorry I had to backtrack there. These things are easy to miss. Well, not really easy to miss, just when you're salty they're easy to miss. There we go. Did we already get this one? Yeah, we did, but I'm gonna get it again. Heh. That was kind of cool. It's kind of funny, some people actually, like, their minds are so blown by this point when they played through the first time that they thought that surely they wouldn't kill off Grahatia and, oh look, we just so happen to have 4 people that can meet every role in the party. Then when Grahatia dies, they're like, oh no, all my scions are going to die for reals! And just like the people who related that after the fact, I just couldn't really take them seriously. It's like, Hydaelyn gave us the MacGuffin and she specifically blessed our Emet-selch. She's like, you can give form to the formless and bring shit back, you know, from being dead, more or less. And, you know, we get here and everyone starts sacrificing themselves left and right. It's just like, of course we're gonna get them back. Oh, Alice, you've been a help to me before. Don't you remember when we did coils together? I mean, you sort of just along for the ride while I killed everything for you, but you know, whatever. Kind of looks like a cantina. In a park. Beer? Wrong on both counts. There's simply no one here. Well, there's me. You're here, Meteon. This is how I found it when I arrived. Another star which once pulsed with life but no longer. How it ended I do not know. Invasion, sickness, suicide, none can say. None live to speak for the dead. They are gone. Gone. Search all you like, but you'll only end up turning back. Well, no, there's... You're right there, Meteon. If you didn't find anyone to talk to, then you must be the one who's sad. Let me just, like, walk up to Meteon and talk to her. This form is barely a drop from the ocean that swells within the dead sun. Even so, I could easily unmake you. You are only still alive because of your comrades, but they cannot protect you forever. Until they fade away, I'll satisfy myself with watching you try, and fail, to find a way out of this lifeless place. Well, it's Meteon's emotions, right? Like, supposedly she couldn't have her own, but obviously she does to an extent. Like, even back in Elpis, when separated from the hive mind, that Meteon at least had her own emotions. And she came back and joined this part of her hive mind and all of her sisters, right? And you know that she had her own emotions because when she heard her sisters report, she tried to hide. She didn't want to tell Hermes the bad news. That was a choice of her own volition. So she does have her own emotions, which can fuel Dynamis. Final Fantasy IX reference in the quest title. Very well. Say the same thing? Yeah, you say the same thing. Is anyone here? Answer me! We're Ike and Radiant Dawn after Ashura turns everyone to stone. For real though, Meteon, being a blue bird and that goes off to become like essentially some sort of goddess of despair or whatever, at the edge of the universe, kind of reminds me of like Yune from Radiant Dawn storyline. When she caused the flood because her emotions got the better of her. Right? It's not Meteon's own emotions that got the better of her, but it was, running into all this despair, and it changed her emotions and got the better of her. Would have probably gotten the better of anyone. But, yeah. Little birdie girl goddess that wants to end everything, and then Hermes reminds me a lot of Sephiran, if you can remember the Radiant Dawn Let's Play. So I think that they were inspired by quite a lot of other games they made. And I've also heard that Ishikawa was responsible for some role-playing game on the DS or 3DS that was like, I can't remember the title for it right now, but it has a really, really, really similar plot to Endwalker here. And it's not like a blow for blow, but the themes are kind of blow for blow. And, well, it's kind of interesting, I guess. I wish I could remember the name of the game itself. I guess you just look up games that Ishikawa wrote for. On, but, yeah, I don't know. Alpha's got to be around here somewhere. I want to try to find him before I tech to this last point. Of course, he might just be like the quest recipient or whatever. And say the same thing, so I don't know. But there's no way to know that until I find him. So, there's Meteon. Alpha's got to be around here somewhere, right? You can actually get up over the bar and like pretend to be a barkeep. And I ambushed Anonymous while he was going through the story like this, while he was streaming it. I just stood and waited and basically AFK'd while watching his stream to see how close he was getting. And then he finally got there. He got there while I was like getting a drink or something. I nearly missed it. And I was like, shit. Because I was trying to join him for the final dungeon and trial. Although I realized when I got back that he would probably do the dungeon with trusts to see, their dialogue and get a little bit more lore. What was Alphanod had to say? And if I went to it through quickly for you, just go ahead and pause and read what he said. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Alice A is the next quest point. How about that? Well, that makes sense. If I had found that door first, she would be the closest thing. Nope, just a bunch of dust. Just some empty beers. There's those walkways, but maybe we could climb the buildings and jump off of them. But we already learned earlier, or surmised earlier, that the physical space isn't what it seems, and if we tried to like just fly directly to the sun, we wouldn't make it anyway.
Did you find anything?
No. This place is completely deserted. And I can't see how we're supposed to move on from here.
Neither can I. It's quite the quandary.
We need to pimp smack Meteon.
There are no denizens to bar our path, yet there is no way forward.
For another mystery, we did find signs of very recent life. You'd swear everyone just vanished into thin air. I wonder how many ruined worlds like this has Meteon seen.
Could it be? Yes. Yes, I believe I may have puzzled this out. Despite how it appears, it's no different this time. There is someone here who has wished for this ruin. And I believe that together, Alize and I can overcome their will.
Why both of you? Yeah, we're gonna still act like I can't just bring you back with the Azim
I'm sorry,
Stone.
but there is a chance, and I must seize it. For everyone. And for myself. I will not pretend otherwise. I have my fears. Not for myself, but for you. The last to remain. You are no stranger to carrying the burden of others.
Yeah, but I have the Azim Stone, so I can just bring you all back.
But I can only imagine how heavy the weight would be this time.
It's not gonna be, because I have the Azim Stone and
As
I can
your
just bring you
friend,
back.
I cannot bear the thought of making you suffer so.
But I won't really suffer at all, because I'll just bring you back.
Then why suggest such a thing? It's too much to ask of anyone, even him. Why must he be the one? Why must he fight alone?
I'm not gonna fight alone, I'm just gonna bring you back.
More than a hero. He's a dear friend.
Yeah, you two are as well, and that's why I'm gonna bring you
Not
back.
only to us, but to so many others. There are so many people in the world who care for you, and yet... And yet...
Alize, I have an idea. Given the nature of this realm, it may be possible to do more than unbar our friend's path. We might also pave him a new one. For instance, a path where he finds happiness at journey's end.
Well, happiness can't come from without, it has to come from within. If you can't make yourself happy, no one else can either. I can do things to make you smile.
This much, I think we can believe with the utmost conviction, no matter how deep our despair.
They can light a fire in your heart, but the fire still comes from you.
So please, believe in us too, and press on.
Don't worry, I'm gonna press on, and I'm just gonna bring it right back. Getting all mopey for nothing. But I guess if you drive up the
Thank you.
emotions, it helps your will overpower hers or whatever. Because it's a place where emotion dictates will. Or...
If the plan's decided, then let's not dally.
I love Alice. I also hate when people call her Red Alphino or whatever.
Ah, there you are. It was as I said, was it not?
Nah, you're here, you dumb bitch.
It was. We couldn't find anyone. But this place isn't entirely deserted, is it? You are here. You sought out a star of promise and found a ruined husk. Like us, you explored the devastation. Like us, you were stricken. Horrified by the thought that so many lives could be snuffed out as if they were worth nothing. And the thought that you would have to bear the terrible tidings to Hermes. That which you saw and felt, you shared with your sisters. As did they share their own grim findings with you, overcome by the pervasive despair of these stars. Some of you inadvertently ushered their peoples to their ends.
Ooh, snap.
Knowing the horrors you know, anyone would feel the same. They would fear what lies ahead and struggle to move forward.
Fear? I had forgotten that such a thing existed. So focused have I been on shepherding despair.
If you can remember, then you can still face and overcome your own fear.
Why would I bother with such an insignificant emotion? If the despair I command is as a raging river, then fear is but a trickling stream. It can do nothing to alter my flow. You spoke with the Aya, yes? Heard their tale of what awaits the universe. It's true. The stars grow colder and more distant. Eventually, all will enjoy frozen solitude. Using the power of Dynamis, I'm hastening that process. In so doing, nothing will be born ever again. Everyone will remain dead. Alas, it will take time for that to happen. So in mercy, I sent you my gift, to spare you needless suffering. Don't worry. Even if no living witnesses remain to mark the event, I'll make certain that Atheris has a proper end.
For all the power you wield, you're more fearful than the familiar you used to be. That Meteion feared simply to move forward. But your fear is such that you've given up on everything. I know it well. That sense of defeat. I've tasted my fair share of it.
Girl, you are 16.
But as many times as we've fallen down, we've learned how to pick ourselves up and carry on.
Hey, that's Beyond Redemption. Just the remix they did for Ultimate Coil.
We take each other's hand, share in each other's courage, follow in each other's footsteps, and turn sorrow into strength.
There are times when we fail. We bear wounds that do not heal. But these experiences are part of life, and they make us stronger.
Unless it kills you.
We rise, fall, and rise again.
Honestly, would have been more impactful from one of the older members of the cast. But, you know, I mean, the twins have done a lot of fighting and whatnot.
Don't worry about us. You must take the next step. And all the rest after that.
Yeah, no problem. I'll take all those steps and I'll bring you right back to life. Because these sacrifices mean Jack and shit. And Jack left town. That's a pretty bridge. An iridescent bridge. Staircase. I like it. Ooh, we got a meanwhile scene. Or, well, earlier in Old Charlian. We got Palace of the Dead music again.
Please. Please. Oh, please let them all be safe.
I really wish that they would let me control the speed of the dialogue. Because they randomly don't let me. Like, it's random. Like, there's no pattern to it. About time you got...
Cryle? Are you all right?
It's nothing. Just a headache. They'll be fine. I know they will.
Apologies for the interruption. A man arrived on the last ferry. An associate of the Scions. He wishes to speak with you at once.
Really? An associate of the Scions? Hmm. Kinda heard Xenos' boot walking noise there. Is he gonna kill everyone in Charlian? Are we gonna save the world only to get back and find a bunch of corpses? Well, at least the corpses of everyone close to us. It still remains. Oh, this look like humanity sprites from Dark Souls. The presence of another, huh? The sorrow of 1,000,000 worlds weighs heavy, and yet you can walk on. It doesn't really weigh heavy though, because I'm not lifting that sorrow. There's no way I can actually even perceive it or, you know, truly understand it.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you.
It's time to play Guess That NPC, and if you need a push, I'll be there right behind you. I can't remember who that is.
Do not despair. You are not without allies.
Well, that was harsh, Yvonne.
What we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on.
That was Merweeb.
Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
Well, that was Emmerich.
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others.
That was Nanamo, I believe.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price.
That's Raban.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Kanisena.
Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
That was Hien. I think the first one might have been Ardbert, but I'm not sure.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
Nope. No idea.
A future shaped by the choices we made in ways we could never have foreseen.
Also, no idea.
Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
That was the new Mo soul sorcerer guy from the first. I can't remember his name. Luke Beck, maybe?
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
Reen? Reen.
Strong art thou, mortal.
Midgard Stormer.
Look to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Minfilia. But I'm pretty sure Minfilia never said that. I'm pretty sure... Well, if she did, she was just echoing Heidelin. Heidelin said that to us at the end of Praetorium a gajillion years ago.
Let's finish this.
That was definitely Ardbert. Oh, we're right below the egg. Absolute Horizon, it says.
Here the path ends. There is no way to reach our nest.
You said that last time.
I told you. Resignation and acceptance reign in this place.
My ear keeps itching. I keep having to move my headset to scratch it. It's like itching really bad. I don't know why.
The rejection of life by those who came to curse it.
Isn't it just you, really?
Those whose dreams were unfulfilled. Whose prayers were unheard. Whose labors were unrewarded. Hope cannot deliver you unto hopelessness. Our refuge is beyond you.
What? That's exactly what hope does, though. It like the state of having hope and then having your hopes dashed, that's what drives you to hopelessness. Come on, lady. Hermes did not educate you very well.
Always has it been. Such is the nature of this place.
Well, you should know it. It's technically a nest you built. But then again, you're not very smart, so whatever.
You should have remained on Atheris. Struggle will avail you not, nor will it grant your comrades peace.
Yeah, but I've got a magical MacGuffin that can just bring them all back to life, so, you know, I'm gonna get on with that.
Come. Let me relieve you of your burden. You've suffered enough.
Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't.
How do we make peace with That's why it's too soon for this to end.
There are so many people in the world.
You must triumph.
Drink of calamity, drown in...
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
It was all
I am ever grateful.
I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know.
After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
And Godspeed.
Perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
Do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
But why?
I bid them remember, but all this time I'm the one who had forgotten. A right fool you've made of me, Hermes.
Fan service, that's why.
And to add insult to injury, I've been denied a sound rest, forced to watch this clamorous show.
Oh, come now. It's been a gripping tale. Unbreakable bonds and noble sacrifice, sprinkled with moments of levity to counterbalance the pathos. It's got it all.
I wouldn't say sprinkled, it's more like they ran it under the fucking chocolate fountain for moments of levity. In fact, it's more like moments of levity sprinkled with unbreakable bonds and noble sacrifice. And it's only pseudo-sacrifice, so, you know, whatever.
I, for one, would have been perfectly content to watch enraptured from the stalls. But I won't say no to a bit part.
What are you?
Half-faded souls of the dead. Isn't it painfully obvious? Worry not. We haven't the power to defeat you, nor is it our duty to do so. Not anymore. That being said, we do have a score to settle. So here I am, Vinar. I suppose you needed me to tie it all together, these frayed threads of our history. But knowing you, I suspect there's a joke in it too. Oh yes, I can imagine you gloating over my forgetfulness.
I don't know why it's phrased that way. He should have said gloating over not giving me my memories back, or gloating over, you know, my memory being erased. That's what he's referring to, but...
Were I feeling charitable, I might assume you had left room for the possibility of this outcome.
Don't feel charitable, because she didn't. She's dead.
Even so, you'll get no applause from me. A single gesture will not lighten the burden I've had to bear. Still, you must be commended. Our methods would not have brought mankind this far.
Yeah, bullshit.
And so, as a show of respect to the last of us, I make this declaration. You will not end our journey.
Okay.
That is our answer. The answer of all lives of Aetheris, past and present. As you've called us to the stage, so shall we perform. And creation magics never fail to please. Drawing upon the hopes of your comrades, we will make for you a new path. What form said path takes depends on you. So focus. Focus and envision that which rejects the claim that you cannot attain your goal. Ours is the wisdom to weave the fabric of reality. Ours is the power to create.
Meteion, though I gave you these wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run, and so much more. A flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
These Elpis blooms serve as proof that this realm is not utterly devoid of hope. No more can you deny its power. No more is yours the dominion of despair. In case the practical implications were lost on you, your comrades no longer need fight their fight. So go on. Call them back to your side.
Well, look at that.
May you ever walk in the light.
Well, thanks. Thanks for that, at least, Heidelin.
How disappointing. Not even a single scar in the making to brag about.
Well, it ain't over yet there, pretty boy.
You'll find a way regardless.
Honestly, this is far more than any of us could have hoped for. Let us be thankful.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You literally called it as you fucking quote-unquote sacrificed yourself. It's such bullshit. Like, there was no danger at all.
Indeed. That we thus stand reunited is a gift. Let us not squander it, and see that we all return to Aetheris.
But if they had even killed one Scion, like, people would have been so mad that, like, they would have never heard the end of it.
Aye. As soon as we've averted the final days.
Good to see you again. Our heroic sacrifice paid off, I take it.
Yeah. Immediately.
Come, my friends. Let us carry on and finish it. Together.
Why would I say come with us? Like, that doesn't make it. She's killed so many people. Why would we want to redeem her? That is a big zit. I've actually got a lot of small zits all over my body right now. I've been working out and taking walks in the sun, sweating a lot, and then bathing in Epsom salts.
Can you hear me?
Hmm?
The voice is within, crying in pain, wailing in sorrow, hurting. End it. Silence it. Silence our song of oblivion.
But yeah, all the salt is actually causing my pores to get clogged, and so I'm gonna have to stop doing that. My muscles are gonna hate me, but it'll be fine.
The way is open. They can proceed.
So it seems.
You're leaving?
Of course. The encore is finished, and I will not suffer myself to live again by Heideling's magic.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to either.
But more than that, the future you seek is not the past we loved. That is why we fought, and why I lost.
I'm pretty sure you lost because you wanted to
Though
lose.
you defeated me, my ideals are inviolate, invincible.
In other words, you know, we didn't change your mind. You do it again.
Spare me your pity. I have no use for it. If you would do something for me, save our star. See this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and with elation in your hearts, bid the final curtain fall. Only then may it rise again, and a new tale begin, with new parts for all to play. Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World, the sacred sites of the forgotten people of the South Sea Isles? What about Mericidia, the southern continent, Do you know aught of its present state of affairs?
Emet-selch is just like, look at all this side lore that you've practically, like, you've probably heard about if you played the whole game, but if you haven't, you've never heard of it before, so it all sounds super exotic and new.
I thought not. Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. All of which is to say, expand your horizons, go forth and seek discovery. Some of the civilizations in the reflections will surprise you. As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much. I certainly did.
Why are we frowny facing at that?
I pray we meet again. If not in this life, then perhaps another.
All it means is that Emet-selch was thorough when he was looking for worthy successors, so that he didn't have to keep killing people and rejoinings.
Whensoever it should be, I trust it will be a most joyous reunion.
For you, maybe. I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, sure you don't, Sundari.
Oh, don't be that way.
Now we can talk to all the Scions again. No, you want to go find your cat daddy. Endwalker. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand ready for the finale. Well, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and start it, but we're not gonna be able to do the upcoming instances in this recording since we're already pretty much at an hour. It's not for us to rebuke and admonish. As if anyone actually rebuked anything before this. It's funny, Alphino says that. He's like, we're not going to judge anyone. We're just going to share in their pain. But, you know, let's put an end to the end. Dwing. I should say something unlocked. The dead ends, huh? In journeying with you, there has been nary a dull moment. My lance is yours. Well, that's cool, I guess, Yashola. But, anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day. And next time, we'll do the final dungeon of Endwalker's main story. And then the final trial, if we have enough time. What with all the cutscenes going and all that. So, stay safe. I'll see you again.